I changed what I ate. I changed how I treated my body. I use zero, like, uh, I guess, personal care products that I didn't use.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I mean, it's my personal experience. This is my own story. So I've never tell anybody to follow my path if they don't feel it's right for them. But today, I'm not on any of those disease modifying
Wow.
medications. My body feels healthier and stronger than it's ever felt. I feel great in my own skin, and I'm so proud of how my body has healed and transformed itself from where I was.
That's amazing. One of the visions I've always had, what I would love to see is having the blend of healthcare. So like true healthcare rather
Yeah.
than it being just medical, which is meant to
Yes.
be reactive
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
moments that we need that reactive
Yeah.
space, because we do need it.
Of course. Yeah.
But then traditional being like the forefront. How do we
Yeah.
become proactive?
Right?
And how do we take accountability and
Yeah.
responsibility for our own health and our own
Yes.
well-being
Yeah.
rather than putting it all on the onus of the doctor?
Exactly. One of my favorite things I tell my girls is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Welcome to In the Spotlight. I'm Meagan Fettes, and I'm really excited to be here with our guest today, Siera, with Drift Simply Natural. Before we get into our conversation, I just want to do a big shout out to Main Street Market. They have 3 different locations here in Okotoks, Mahogany, and Strathmore. And if you have not been into one of their locations, you need to make it in here because it is chock filled with incredible products, passion, creativity, and just really solid businesses. So make sure you come and check them out. Siera, I'm so excited to be here with you.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, and I feel like just in our conversations, like leading up into like filming and recording, that we're going to have like so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Super easy conversation. I love it.
Right?
Yeah, nice and easy. It feels comfortable. So I'm excited to be here.
And that's what it's going to be all about. Like, how do we get real? How do we like share just like our own journeys and our own experiences, things that like, not everybody talks about all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love it.
So before we get into all of the conversation though, like I mentioned, we're doing the interview questions.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
No, just rapid fire.
Okay.
And so I'm going to ask a question. Let yourself just come up with whatever response you want. And
All right.
as we've mentioned, you can throw back at me.
Okay.
I'm going to put that on the air, so I'm giving you full permission.
All right. Perfect.
What is the first thing that you do to unwind? No guilt attached.
Honestly, deep breath. Like I have to consciously take a second. I can feel in my chest when I get overwhelmed. I can feel like my heart races and I just instantly know to take a deep breath, and that allows me a second to recenter, regroup.
I love that.
And it's easy. You can do it anywhere. You don't have to plan ahead. You don't have to have a certain product or something with you to unwind. It's just a moment to recenter.
And it's interesting, right? Because I mean, I used to always joke that the secret to life is to keep breathing.
Right.
Which is the truth.
It is.
But we don't utilize it enough as a tool.
Well, and I think we almost take it for granted because it's something our body does automatically.
Yes.
But we don't realize a lot of times it's a shallow breath and you're not really, when I take a deep breath and just really hold it in and be mindful of like, okay, just let it go for a second. And then it helps me to let go some of that anxiety or the stress, or just helps me put back in a calm state. So
I love it.
Yeah, that's my first tool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, like you say, it's with you everywhere you go. I don't know if you've ever done this, but I know like there's been times of like high stress in my business where that feeling, right? Like you can feel that heaviness in your chest and it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do this kind of moment. And I call it the horse breathing.
Okay.
Because like I literally like breathe in and then do the and I don't know why it's so relaxing, but it's like it decompresses everything.
They do that in yoga. Like they teach you to do that.
Yeah.
Or like breathe through like or like force it through your throat. I can't remember the type it's called, but
Ujjayi breathing.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I used to teach yoga.
Okay, yes. Yeah, and I found that helps too. And it just for me it takes my mind off that current like stressful state. And it's
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And our bodies, like, I mean, I feel like I can go into this so much. And I feel like based off of your business,
Right.
there's a lot of knowledge that you've got in this area as well. But we won't dive into it too much. I got to stick to the questions.
Yeah, totally.
But I'm really excited because there's so much that our body can do.
Right.
And like you say, we take advantage of it
Yeah.
or take it for granted.
Take it for granted. Yeah, a lot of times, for sure. Yeah. And I feel like our bodies naturally want to heal.
Yes.
And if we give it the right tools, give it the right space, I feel like for me personally, it's been my experience that my body has healed a lot.
Ooh.
So that's, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, we're going to get into like so many. I'm like, I got so many questions like brewing through my brain. I'm really excited.
Awesome.
So if drift were a feeling, what would it be?
Calm.
Ooh.
Calm. Mixed with a little bit of excitement, maybe. Or maybe not excitement. I feel like that's the opposite of calm. Not the opposite, but a very different emotion, but just something to look forward to.
Like almost like a sense of anticipation.
Yeah, exactly. That is how I feel whenever I use, like if I'm going for something to calm me down, I get excited to use it and I'm excited to calm down. It's like, I know that it's going to help me. I know it's going to help me in whichever product I'm using, because there's such a variety of areas that I feel like I've created my business around, like just head to toe, full body.
Cool.
So no matter which product I'm using, I feel like excited to use it because I know the sense of calm it's going to bring me. If that's a weird, I don't know.
No, I love that. And part of me, like, so this is where I get like all like jazzed up and excited because what you just described there is something that I feel like so many business owners miss, especially product-based businesses. Like when I'm working with clients, I often say, you have to be your own first client.
Right.
If you're not excited about it, then why would anybody else be?
100%. That gives me goosebumps.
Yeah. And so I love that because like right there, you're like, I use this. I get excited about it. Like you are living, breathing example of your client or your customer.
Yeah. I truly believe in what I sell and what I make. And I actually can't sell something I don't use.
Yeah.
I tried once. I tried to make a beard oil because somebody asked.
Oh, interesting.
And I got really awkward when, like at a market, this one biker came up and he was like, "So how does it work?" And I was like, "Well, it really softens my facial hair." Like, I don't know because I don't have facial hair like to that extent, So I'm like, well, this is what the oils do, but I just couldn't speak from experience. So I found I really struggled. Because I don't ever want to lie or tell somebody something that isn't true about, so I don't want to make any empty promises ever. And so if I don't use it and I can't speak from my own experience, I have a really hard time trying to offer it to other people.
Well, and I love that because again, going back to like, one of the things that I feel commonly gets told is they're like, oh, well, sales is sleazy or it feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It only feels uncomfortable if you're not in alignment with it. If you don't know and believe and trust fully in the outcome that this can create,
right,
then it does feel awkward.
It does.
But it doesn't need to.
Right. One of my favorite quotes is by Simon Sinek, and people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it.
Yes.
So if I can't tell you why I have this and why I love it, I can't, in good conscience, offer it to somebody else and be like, it's going to change your life because, you know what I mean? I can't say that. So I really love that quote.
That is a great quote.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He is. He's got so many great teachings.
He does. I love him.
We're going to dive into a little bit more about like, because you seem like somebody who's like very much into that like growth and like becoming just that better version of yourself.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Always.
So
yeah.
Oh man, we're going to have so much to talk about. Fancy latte or just give me the coffee?
So I'm trying to give up coffee. This is day 3 without coffee.
Oh my gosh. And how are you doing?
Nah, I'm okay. I'm actually okay.
You're surviving. You're still here.
I'm good. But I used to, so I don't drink coffee out ever. I never buy a fancy latte, but I'm pretty weird at home. Like I have coconut milk and I froth it with my honey and I do all the things. I used to do all the things, but now I'm just
interesting
giving her up.
So what inspired you to give up coffee?
I feel like just as I'm aging, my body's telling me it's giving me different signs, and I'm just trying to listen at the moment.
Good
So,
for you.
yeah, yeah, I just noticed that I get, like, not anxious, but maybe a little anxious.
Kind of that jittery-ish
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah, and I just almost feel, like, a little agitated, and
Mm.
yeah, just some, like, GI stuff I feel like I notice, and, yeah, I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna cut some things out, my body's trying to talk to me, so I'm just gonna try and listen," so
Nice.
yeah.
That, and I want to like acknowledge that because our bodies are
Mhm.
constantly throwing signals,
Right.
right? I mean, they're our vehicle
Yeah.
for growth, for being the best version of
Yeah.
ourselves that we can be.
Yeah.
And so often we just like ignore it.
Right.
We're like, oh, there's that check engine light. Let's
That's
just
right.
turn up the music and we're
That's it.
totally fine.
Ignore it, and it'll probably go away on its own, it'll sort itself out, but that's my experience has been like this because this is our only body. This is the only tool it has is to give us symptoms.
Yes.
The only way it can communicate with us. And I think, yeah, like you said, a lot of times we just brush it under the rug and it's fine. But
Yeah.
for me, it has led to not being fine. And so now I really listen. So I'm very attuned with my with my body.
Which is amazing because like you say, like I think healing is possible. I think
Yeah.
so often we get more reactive
Hmm.
versus proactive.
Right.
And our bodies are designed so incredibly.
Yeah.
Like they're so beyond what we in science can understand.
Yeah. 100%.
Like there's still
I
things
agree.
in cells that scientists can't explain,
Right.
which is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a huge miraculous thing that happens every day for us to just walk around,
Yeah.
breathe, and be able to think and,
Yeah. Like we survive without
right.
really having to do a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it really is.
And all we really need to do is listen and take the action that it's asking us
Yeah.
to really thrive.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
That
fairly simple.
it can be. Yeah, for sure.
I think we overcomplicate things as
Yeah.
humans.
Well, yeah, I think nowadays it's really easy to overcomplicate things because there's so many um I think it's easier to take everything for granted because there's so much being thrown at us in the way of like it's almost like chemical warfare on our bodies.
Yes.
So we get for me, like for years, I was just wrapped up in how not wrapped up, but it was just easy. Like you go to the store, you don't really think about what you buy, you don't really think about your laundry detergent, you don't really think about anything really. It's just this is life, this is what we do, and this is how we go day to day. But I think our bodies start to break down in certain areas because of what we're doing. And so it's easy to just push it under the rug and not really chalk it up to why,
Yes.
you know?
One of the things that I find, and I would love to hear your take on it, and then we'll come back to some questions, but mental health,
Hmm.
right? Like there's such a big awareness and push around mental health.
Yeah.
And I remember being a kid, and a lot of these things weren't present. Now, this might be a taboo topic to bring up, but I'm all about taboo.
Awesome.
And in my mind, it's okay. Well, let's look at what's changed, what's increased over the years.
Hmm.
Chemicals, different toxins that we are like readily putting on and in our bodies.
Yeah.
And I think we like to think that our mind and our body are separate,
Right.
but they're not.
No, it's, I feel like over the years, it's gotten, now I'm very taboo. I guess,
Yes.
like I'm very down the rabbit hole, I think, about especially toxins and chemicals. But things used to be a lot more simple.
Yes.
There wasn't, everything wasn't as harsh as it is now. And it's like there's all this fluff around, just here's your everyday laundry detergent and like the smell that is in there, like the amount of chemicals that you're washing the dirt away with is, my opinion, more harm than good.
Yes.
I think mental health plays a huge role. I think that plays a huge role in mental health, pardon me, because we don't realize the toll it's actually taking on our body. It's this silent killer almost, like our body's fighting constantly to get rid of this toxic warfare that we are
Yes.
consistently bombarding it with. And I feel like it's exhausting and we don't understand exhaustion sometimes. And I also think though, like now there's so much like social media and our minds are constantly being played with,
Right? There's no turn off. There's no shut off.
there's no turn off.
Like, I know you've got kids
Mhm.
and I've got kids. And I know like one of the big things I talk to my kiddos about
Yeah.
is like social media.
Yeah.
And my oldest actually came to me the other day and he's like, oh, well, I want Snapchat.
Right.
And I was like, no. And so, of course, the same old stuff. And I mean,
Yeah.
like, we did it as kids, just different because we didn't have social media. But
Right.
like, well, everybody's doing it. Everybody's got it.
Right.
I'm like, well, that's great. But
It's different.
you don't need it now.
No, it's different now.
It
When we were
is.
kids, it wasn't like you maybe had a camcorder. Like I'm talking the enormous ones with the huge VHS. That's what we had.
Right?
And you didn't set that up. We didn't set that up. We didn't have, that wasn't an option. You know what I mean?
No.
And I feel like right now, especially for kids, like there's no shut off for them coming home. Like they've got screens at home and it's just constant interaction. There's no way for them to really sit with themselves.
Stillness.
Yeah.
It's needed.
It is required.
Yes.
For sure. 100%.
One of my favorite sayings that I used to always share with people was that stillness actually creates momentum.
Mm.
And it's kind of like the theory of if you've ever hit the ditch in the winter, right? I mean, I know I used to spend a lot of time in the ditch when I was first learning how to drive.
Oh, no.
And so I learned this theory very, very through experience. But like if you're hitting the gas constantly, you might be spinning the wheels, but nothing's actually happening.
Right.
And so I'm a big pattern person. I like to look at patterns. What happens here happens everywhere kind of idea.
Yeah.
And so that stillness, like we need to sometimes just stop. We need to create stillness and then take the steps forward that are going to create that intentional movement in the right direction.
I 100% agree.
Right?
Yeah. Just finding a moment to really regroup and think, what is the best course of action right now? Or how can I kind of work through this? I think it's that's a huge important, really important, I think, piece to teach people, especially our kids.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got one more and then we're going to get into rapid fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you secretly love being right or really love being right?
I feel like I secretly love it, but I really show it outwardly. So I'm like, is it possible to be both? Like, I don't know. I do like being right. I really like being right. But I also find tremendous value in being wrong because it's a good lesson. You know what I mean? I am very much let's grow every day, but I do like being right. But if somebody proves me wrong, I'm not mad,
Totally.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I think they're like, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that like secret glory, right? Of that, like, I got this.
It's almost like a little piece of validation. Like, oh,
yeah,
I know things.
Right?
I'm smart. I knew that,
Yes.
Yeah.
One of those moments.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like it. And I love that you're willing to like look at those challenges, right? Or like when somebody challenges you and you are willing to look at it and be like, okay, wait a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe this is an area that I can look at or
grow,
improve on. Yeah. And grow.
I mean, it doesn't happen like instantly. I mean, I might not be loving that in the moment. It might taste like vinegar, but later on I do find, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it was a gift to have that, to be wrong in that certain area or something,
Nice.
And learning.
Yeah. That's what life's all about, right?
It is.
Learning, growing.
Yeah.
As I tell my kids, a lot of falling down, a lot of dusting yourself off.
Totally.
And then keep moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll have those glory moments of the wins when we're like right and things worked out the way that we wanted. And other times we won't.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Like you said, it's just part of the whole experience.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to get into it because I feel like there's a lot of like shared beliefs and ideas that you and I might have.
Yeah.
But life really is a beautiful thing.
It is 100%. And I feel like the more you see how much of a gift it is, the more you're going to constantly be unwrapping presents rather than focusing on, oh, this is hard, this is hard, this is hard. It's not the way it was. This is, you know what I mean? If we focus on what we can change and try and make more positive, more impactful steps, the better our lives are going to be. And I feel like that's how we make a big impact in the world.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
As you were speaking, what it reminded me of is like, as parents, again, kind of bringing it back to the kid zone, but like watching kids as they're learning things, like when they're really young and they're still in that state of like curiosity and like excitement. And no matter how hard things get, they really don't let it like affect them.
Yeah.
They might have their moments,
Yeah.
but then it's like, oh, done. Let's
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
And I feel like one of the things that I learned becoming a parent was, yes, I'm teaching them, but they're teaching me more.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like you were just like,
100%.
that's the moment that came into my mind as you were speaking about that. Is
Right.
like, just keep having that state of curiosity
Yes.
and moving forward.
They teach me, they've been my greatest teacher,
Cool.
100%. Because and to see life through their eyes again, because when
Right?
you're younger, you don't really think, oh, I'm teaching somebody something, but when they offer, like, say, more patience than I have, and
Yeah.
I find like as I get older, like just my BS tolerance is waning, and I look at
Totally.
theirs and it's so high. Like they aren't bothered by, you know, cars that cut you off, or, people who say rude things, or whatever. They're just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Whereas I'm like, oh, are you sure it's okay? Like they just remind me, like, yeah, okay, let's just take a breath for a second and not be so agitated about maybe why the computer's taking too long, or
My
whatever
oldest
it might be.
favorite saying is, Mom, just chill down.
Chill down.
And at like the beginning, I'd be like, like the
Yeah.
steam would start blowing out of my
Yeah.
ears and I'd
I
be
don't know
so
why I didn't think of that.
frustrated.
Yeah.
And now he says it and I'm like, true.
Yeah. Is that like if you have an anxious moment, you
Yeah.
just like chill down? Is
Yeah.
that what you
So
tell yourself?
now I do.
Yeah,
I'm like,
good.
okay,
That's
just chill
awesome.
down. Like, is it really that big of a deal?
Yeah. I feel like chill down is like an awesome, it's almost like a fun way of saying, you know what I mean? Chill out. Like,
Yeah.
I just love it because it's like reminds you of your kids, you know what I mean? And it makes, I
Totally.
don't know. My kids will have like little sayings from when they were kids. And they still stick. Like
Oh, yeah.
if I have to fix something or something's not working, like my youngest, she was like, or my oldest, pardon me, when she was like, I don't know, 16 months, my husband was trying to fix a door on the closet. And she's like, Daddy, I help fix it. And so now I'm like, it's okay, Siera, you just have to fix it. And I just tell myself, like, it's just one of those things that really, I don't know, makes me happy and it lightens the moment. So I feel like that's kind of similar.
Totally.
Chill down.
It
Love
is.
it.
Yeah. All the like little sayings that stick are so
Mhm.
key because it just brings that moment. And sometimes it's like that breath, right? That you talked about at the
Yeah.
beginning,
Definitely.
where it just like stops you and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
grounding in
Yeah.
and life is great.
Yeah. We're just going to
'Cause-
chill down for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. It's awesome.
All right. So I've got some rapid fire.
Okay.
And then we're going to dive deep into like your story and your business and all of those really cool
Awesome.
things.
Perfect.
And I'm excited to smell some of these
Okay,
products.
I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Yeah.
It's going to be so good. All right. Comfort zone or growth zone?
Oh. Do I have to pick just one? Or can I explain?
No, you can
Okay.
explain.
Okay, so definitely comfort. I love my automatic would be comfort, but I'm more proud of myself in growth. I know, like,
Nice.
yeah, there's being pushed out of my comfort zone is never comfortable, but I'm proud of myself every time I do. So I prefer the growth zone, I guess, but I'm more. I would sit in comfort if I didn't have to. If I wasn't pushed,
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a very human thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all have to push ourselves a little bit. So
Yeah. It's not easy. I don't know if you do like the internal pep talk of like, okay, I got this. I can do this.
every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah. Even when it comes to like things like social media, or like, okay, you just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. You gotta push through.
Nice.
So yeah.
Solo time or people time?
Oh, alone time.
Nice.
Yeah. 100%. I do love people. I love being out with people. But I definitely need to be home and like almost energetically recover.
Yes.
Like if I do a market, I'm so peopled out. I love the people. I love the connection. I love the interaction with everyone and chatting, and I'm all smiles all day. But when I get home, I'm like, don't talk to me. I just need to just sit and not.
Yeah.
And I love my home.
Well, it's meant to be your sanctuary, right? Like
It
that
is.
time of like decompression and just
Yeah.
refilling your own cup.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Nice. Big vision or small smart moves?
I'm small, smart moves. I'm not a
Nice.
risk taker. I'm very calculated with what I do, and I should be more of a risk taker, but I am unfortunately not. My husband does the risk
Well, I was
for
going
both
to
of
say
us.
there's usually risk somewhere. It's just like,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah. And there is a little bit, yeah, for sure, but definitely small calculated moves.
nice. One ingredient you trust with your whole body.
Mm, castor oil.
Oh,
I love it. I love it so much.
I
Yeah.
can see why. It is a great product.
It's great, and it's this time-honored, like, proven ingredient that has been so beneficial for so many ailments that
Cool.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's a staple in our house.
Yeah,
So
yeah, good.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right, one more. What one habit you are proud you stuck with? I like that one.
Oh, one habit. Um, I guess I would one habit. I would say continuing to learn.
Nice.
I guess I just never gave up on the fact that if I continue to better myself a little bit by little bit, that I can make a huge difference in my own life.
Yeah.
And so I guess that was one habit that I wasn't like, oh, okay, this book is really boring. I don't really understand anatomy and how this is working, but I'm going to just put it down. I really stuck to it. I kept coming back and trying to figure it out. So that kind of translated into a whole different, it put me on a completely different trajectory for my life.
Very
Well,
cool.
it is a habit, but one that I think is very vast in its.
It is, but I love like one of the things that you just said there is like you stuck with it. Like, because I think when it comes to growth or just like that continuous learning,
Mhm.
so many people expect that immediate result,
Yeah,
right? Like, oh, well, I learned this thing and now it just needs to be in there.
right.
And that's not the reality,
Yeah,
right? Like you still just like learning how to walk or learning how to talk, like anything that
yeah,
we learn,
yeah,
there's a lot of stumbling, there's a lot of falling down, there's a lot of feeling like really uncomfortable in it.
yeah,
But staying with it
yeah.
is the only way through it.
Yeah. There is no instant gratification. I feel
No.
well, I mean, there is, but um, not long term. I feel like if you don't stick with these habits, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like as I get older and I continue down this path, I learn more about what my body's capable of, what feeling good actually is. And
Cool.
and that's through constantly learning and constantly pushing my like the curiosity boundaries of what I'm, supposed to feel like, what what it actually can be like.
Yeah.
And it's a really good, I feel like, habit that I've developed. I love self-development. I have
Nice.
such a curiosity for just continuously doing better and being better, feeling better.
I love that. So I feel like that kind of brings us into like your story because
Yeah.
you've kind of been like touching a little bit on
Mhm.
elements that like I'm guessing inspired you to take action in your business.
Right.
But do you want to share a little bit about your story of how your business got started
Yeah.
and why you chose this path?
Yeah. So the catalyst for it was, I feel like there's two parts. The catalyst for it was motherhood. It was my girls were like 18 months and like 3 at the time. And at that particular time, my husband worked away on the rigs. And so it was just me all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so overwhelming. You give all of yourself to these two beautiful babies, but it's
Totally.
hard. They don't care for your advice. They don't want to brush their teeth. They don't want to have a bath. They don't want to get their shoes on. And, it's exhausting emotionally.
Oh, yeah.
And one day I just had um, a day and I was watching a documentary and I can't remember the name of it now, but they were talking about how in India they have this week to like bring on this monsoon season. And they talked about how they have these bathing rituals. And it was these beautiful, like hand bashed copper basins. And it was just overflowing with this beautiful water and fresh florals.
Oh,
And they were
cool.
essential oils. And I was like, that's what I need right now.
Yeah.
I need a minute for myself. And so I went to the mall and I got myself a big fancy bath bomb. It smelled like raspberry swirl or something. You know what I mean? It was hot pink, sparkly, whatever. I was like, this is going to make everything better. And then I had a wicked reaction. And I was like,
No.
I can't even self-care right. Like I was just devastated. So then I was like, okay, well, why did I have this reaction? And so that's when I started looking at the ingredients and I started researching what would cause that. And it was almost like an epiphanal moment because I was like, it had
Interesting.
yeah, it was just like what fragrance can do. And then it started just when you read more into it, it talks about like neurotoxins and hormone disruptors. And so
Yeah.
previous to that moment of like needing time for myself, I was at 19, I was diagnosed with MS.
Oh, wow.
And then at 26, it was like infertility, PCOS, thyroid, like all of these conditions just kept like layering up one on top of the other. And so when I'm reading these products or like what these chemicals are like neurotoxins, I'm like, I have that. Thyroid or not thyroid, hormone dysfunction, I have that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, well, what can I do to maybe reverse or slow the because at that time I was 28 and thinking like, well, if I've got this list now,
What's going to happen with time,
this is
right?
it.
Like,
Right. And so it was then that I really started diving into mostly what we put on our bodies and use in our home. I went down a huge rabbit hole
cool.
and started changing all of our daily products. And I found it really difficult to find something that I trusted.
Well, and one of the most beautiful things about this, so one of the, I'll preface this a little bit
Of course.
because
Yeah.
one of the things that I've really been like sitting with myself is like the things that we don't face,
Hmm.
our kids have to face, right?
Yes.
And so in listening to your story, one of the most beautiful things that I'm hearing is like you've got these two beautiful kiddos
Yeah.
and you are dealing with all of this stuff
Yeah.
and you're facing it. You're like looking, you're being curious, you're growing.
Yeah.
And because of that, you're changing
Yeah.
all of their experience in the most beautiful way.
Right. And my biggest hope, I think, when I started all of this is if I can change something now that will prevent them from having to go through any of this,
Yeah.
that would be ideal. And the outcome for me has been night and day,
Really?
night and day.
So, because you've mentioned about like feeling different.
Yeah.
So, you've noticed a huge impact then, obviously, in your health.
Yeah. Huge.
Cool.
Huge. So when I was pregnant with my youngest, I had a huge relapse from the MS.
Mhm.
And I was like in the hospital when she was 11 weeks pregnant, and it was like a really scary time. And I followed the doctor's advice. I went the whole medical route and I did the disease modifying medications, and my quality of life was awful.
Mm.
And then I changed what I ate. I changed how I treated my body. I used zero, like, uh, I guess, personal care products that I didn't use.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I mean, it's my personal experience. This is my own story. So I've never tell anybody to follow my path if they don't feel it's right for them. But today, I'm not on any of those disease modifying
Wow.
medications. My body feels healthier and stronger than it's ever felt. I feel great in my own skin, and I'm so proud of how my body has healed and transformed itself from where I was.
That's amazing.
It gives me goosebumps still that I have been able to achieve that, and I think for my kids to see too where I was, because when my daughter
Yeah.
was like 3, she used to play this game, like, you know how they all have those like plastic doctor kits,
Yeah.
and they have that like little plastic needle. She would, because that's what I had to do every day. I had to do a daily injection.
Oh, wow.
And so she would be like, "Mom, let me do whatever." And she would come in, and that would be part of her play. And it broke me
Oh,
that she had to see her mom do that every day.
totally.
And I mean, that for me was just my experience, but I love that they've seen me get healthier.
Well, totally, because you're modeling what's possible,
Right.
right? And I think one of the visions I've always had, what I would love to see is having the blend of healthcare. So like true healthcare rather
Yeah.
than it being just medical, which is meant to
Yes.
be reactive
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
moments that we need that reactive
Yeah.
space, because we do need it.
Of course. Yeah.
But then traditional being like the forefront. How do we
Yeah.
become proactive?
Right?
And how do we take accountability and
Yeah.
responsibility for our own health and our own
Yes.
well-being
Yeah.
rather than putting it all on the onus of the doctor?
Exactly. One of my favorite things I tell my girls is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Ooh.
Because the more you prevent, the better you treat your body now, the less reactive steps you're going to have to take later.
Yeah.
And I just love that they've seen me model that and they've actually seen me come out of, you know what I mean, from a really sick state to a healthy state.
That's huge.
So it's like one of my proudest things.
Yeah.
So,
I can totally understand why.
yeah.
That's lovely. Like so beautiful.
Thank you.
And so then through your own experience, like you obviously changed like all of the products that you were utilizing.
Mhm.
And so then what inspired you then to create products that you could then sell?
So, my neighbor was like, I started with tub teas, is what it was, because the bath bomb was, I didn't know how to make bath bombs, and I was convinced that was the cause of everything. So I started like steeping myself in
Mm.
herbal remedies. So I started with tub teas, and I gave it to my neighbor, and she's like, "I think you might have something. You should try and sell it." And I actually came to Main Street. At the time, it was a different name, Shared Spaces, I think it was.
Yes.
So right from the get, I've been here, and
Wow.
yeah, it was really cool. I started with $50. That's all I had. Like I didn't have much to play with, and I remember I made $57, and I was like, "This is working! I'm so excited!" And so then it just started to. It gave me the confidence, I guess, to maybe put out other products that people might want to use too.
Yeah.
So
Well, and I feel like especially for women, and I know men need self-care as well,
of course, yeah,
but I like as women, I think we're a lot more proactive in terms of like what are we putting into our bodies,
Mm.
what's happening because there
Yeah.
is so many like hormone disruptors.
Yeah.
And so I love these because you've created these products that are just so beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah.
Not just beautiful, but like good for us.
Yes.
Like
I love aesthetic. I love decorating. I love trying to. Yeah, I want something to look pretty on my counter as I know it is good for me, if that makes any
yeah,
sense. But I want it to look nice, and I want it
absolutely.
to feel good, and I want it to be good. So I really appreciate that. That's nice of you to say.
Yeah, like I love these. Now, I know that we're just kind of bringing things to a close. I always
Okay.
joke with my guests that we have to do like two parts
Yeah.
because we get into so many
100%. Yeah.
conversations and elements within
Yeah.
this. But I do really want to smell at least
Yeah,
one
please.
of them.
Please.
And I've been well, these two are like the two that I've been
Yeah.
really called to. I keep
Yeah.
looking at them and like this one almost looks so good that you could eat it.
And a lot of the things do. So the one you're holding there is it's a coconut and lemongrass scent. So it's very like beachy,
Ooh.
good vibes.
Oh my God.
I know.
This is like Mexico or Costa Rica
It is.
in a jar.
It is.
Oh my God.
It's so good. And it has an amazing scent throw when you're in the tub. So just really good relaxation.
This is amazing.
And
I don't think I've ever smelled something that like I
No
just
way.
want to like bask in.
right. So they
Oh,
all
wow.
offer a few different qualities. The pinker one there is lavender and rosewood.
Ooh.
So super, again, calming, relaxation, but there's also some coconut oil in there. So it offers a deeper hydration, deeper level of hydration for dry skin.
Yeah, which I love because I feel like we all have it, especially in the area that we live.
Alberta's the driest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know we were in Florida at the end of November for a family trip, and my oldest has some eye issues.
Okay.
And he like the whole time he's like, "Mom, my eyes actually feel wet."
Oh,
And I'm like,
yeah.
"Well, that's how they're supposed to
Oh,
feel."
that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not scraping.
I'm like, "Oh, gotta love Alberta winters."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, these are so good.
Thank you.
So as we kind of wrap up our time together, I'm like, I just want to like keep smelling and trying all of these things.
Yeah, of course. No worries.
What's the best way for people to like find your products and get in touch with you?
So I am here at Main Street. I'm just at the Okotoks location, but I'm also online. And I do have a few stockists kind of sprinkled throughout Calgary.
Nice.
But yeah, here.
Yeah, this is incredible. So I highly recommend if you guys have not had the chance to check these products out, do, because they smell amazing. They are good for you. And I just love your story. Like,
Thank
I
you.
really do love that you are a product of your products.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
So thank you for sharing your story.
I appreciate your time and being here with you guys.
Yeah, this is awesome. And like I say, we got to do a part 2.
I would love to.
Okay.
Love to.
Let's make it happen.
Okay. Thank
Awesome.
you so much.
Thanks, Siera. And as we bring everything to a close, I want to shout out to Main Street Market. These are some of the amazing products that they have in their stores at different locations: Okotoks, Mahogany, Strathmore. So do yourself a favor. Come check them out. Shop local. You will be amazed at the quality of products that you actually find in these stores. They're a must-have and a must-see. Thanks, everyone.